call this meeting to order and ask that you rise for the invocation given by Mr. McInnes.
Guide us in all that we do tonight. Touch our hearts, touch our eyes and ears, and show us the way to go. Always in Christ.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Yeah. See how they do it a little bit.
Sure was great to hear those little kid voices. I know. If during the course of the meeting, discussion of any item on the agenda should be held in a closed meeting, the board will conduct a closed meeting in accordance with Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code 551, subchapters D and E, or Texas Government Code 418. Before any closed meeting is convened, the presiding officer will publicly identify the section or sections of the act authorizing the closed meeting. Discussion will be limited to only items listed on the agenda. All final votes, action, or decisions will be taken in open meeting. At regular meetings, the board shall hear persons who desire to make comments to the board. Each speaker that is recognized shall limit their presentation to 3 minutes. If an issue mentioned is listed on the agenda, the board will defer discussion of the issue until the appropriate time during the meeting. When referring to specific district employees, with the exception of the superintendent and board members, please use the person's title only, not their name. Statements made during public comment are the opinions of the speaker, not necessarily those of the board or district staff. During the public comment, please refrain from yelling, using profanity, interrupting other speakers, making personal attacks on district employees, or engaging in other uncivil conduct. Speakers can be held liable for their statements. Agenda item number 3 is recognitions. The first one is Bus Driver of the Year. Where do you? Oh, public. Yeah, we do have 3 speakers that asked to speak. Excuse me. First one is Tammy Goss.
Guys, if you'll use this microphone on the end over here, please. Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tammy Goss. I'm Director of Bands here at BCISD. This is Noel Maldonado and Keegan Crawford. And we just wanted to be here tonight to publicly say how much we appreciate all of you continuing to see the needs of our staff and of our students. You know, we are a small group here at Bridge City. We are just a band, but we see 400 kids a day. And that is a lot of kids. And, you know, for such a small group of people, we have needs too, and like all the others that have needs, you know. I've been here, this is my 12th year now, and since I got here, we had needs that were all addressed really around that middle school, and I'm so glad and so thankful for all of you that see those needs and continuously try to make things better for us, for our students, and we are very thankful for you guys. You know, it's important to us that our kids are successful, and we will do whatever we need to do to make sure that they are. We have been through some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows emotionally, and most of those lows have to do with our facilities. So I'm just so glad again. Thank you all for pushing and being persistent and doing everything you can to make things better for us. We appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Brady Welburn.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of the Bridge City CTE department. Want to thank y'all for the support you do show us and for seeking to provide the students and staff the facilities that they need to continue to provide the quality of education that we want for the increasing numbers in those programs. Without y'all, it wouldn't be possible to do what we're doing, and it's going to make a huge impact on these students' lives and this community in general. Thank you.
Thank you. Chastity Decker.
School Board, I just want to take a moment to say thank you on behalf of our beloved Bridge City Middle School. Thank you for listening to our staff at the middle school and hearing our needs and calling a much-needed bond proposal. Unless you are a staff member at Bridge City Middle School, you do not know what it is like to operate and to teach in a facility that lacks so many essential things that is crucial for students' learning. We deal with so many issues daily, and you know these things. They're building issues, it's lack of space, et cetera. And as a teacher, I, among the many others at my campus, feel so very valued that our needs as teachers are being heard by our school board. And we know more about this building than any outsider possibly could know because we live it daily. And you also recognize that when we all come together as a staff and we say we need this new building and we need it right now, that means no more Band-Aids. You all as a board have heard the needs of us teachers and have acted out in support of us. And for that, I applaud you and I say thank you. You had nothing to gain from calling this bond proposal, which we all know is quite a taboo subject. But after hearing our needs and our calls, you have responded in the best interest of not only the staff, but our students. And that is exactly why you have been elected to the positions in which you hold. Thank you, school board, for putting the teachers and students at the forefront and for truly caring about our needs and taking action to further better our district. Thank you for supporting new facilities that all students in this room will hopefully one day get to enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to recognitions. We have the PCAT Bus Driver of the Year.
Mr. Reese, if you wouldn't mind coming up with Miss Betty Sue Dybo. Every day, school bus drivers are entrusted with safely transporting our children to and from school. No matter the weather conditions or the traffic, their performance on the roadways must always be A+. School bus drivers set the tone for students' daily experiences. Typically, the bus driver is the first district person that they see in the morning and the last they see in the afternoon. Just like it's said about the great teachers that we have in BCISD, the same holds true for our school bus drivers, and we believe we have some of the best in the region. This year, following a selection process by the district, one exceptional driver was chosen to be the district's PCAT, which is Property Casualty Alliance of Texas, PCAT Bus Driver of the Year. It is our honor to present Betty Sue Dybo with the 2021-2022 PCAT Bus Driver of the Year Award. Huh? That's the what? Oh, so maybe it's that? Okay. Don't go anywhere just yet. We do have one more surprise for Ms. Dybo. After one bus driver is selected at each PCAT member district, PCAT selects a small group of outstanding drivers who have been held to an even higher level of dedication and accomplishment. So in addition to being named the 2021-22 PCAT Bus Driver of the Year, Ms. Dybo has also been named PCAT Regional Bus Driver of the Year.
Wow.
Thank
Guys, we talk about the importance all the time of our bus drivers and of our cafeteria staff, because like I just said, so many times that's the first district staff that our kids see in the morning. It's the last district staff that they see in the afternoon. They really do set the tone for the day. Without bus drivers like Ms. Dybo, we would not be the district that we are. So thank you again, Ms. Dybo.
You're welcome.
Our next, our next group to recognize is BCEUIL students.
Probably use that microphone. Guys, we realize everybody in here can hear. We stream these meetings out, and so that's why we talk into the mics. We had a power outage earlier, so some of the things got messed up a little bit, but that's why that mic is hot, and so we'll be presenting from over there.
Oh, exciting. All right. I'm Catherine French. I am the assistant principal over at Bridge City Elementary School, and I also serve as the campus UIL coordinator. This year, Bridge City had the opportunity, and we hosted the district event, and that is where our 2nd through 5th grade students compete against other neighboring districts. We competed against 5 other districts this year, and we had several different events. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call each, and we had wonderful UIL coaches this year that helped us coach your kids. They spent tireless hours after school working with them, getting them prepared. We thank you for allowing your children to participate. This is one of our favorite times of the year for a school board meeting, is to be able to honor our students. So I'm going to do our 2nd graders at Bridge City Elementary School. So what I'm going to ask is I'm going to go ahead and call the name for each event. And then at the very end, if you'll clap at the very end of each group. Our first one that we had is 2nd grade music memory. Mr. Andrew Guidry, our fabulous music teacher, he was our UIL coach for that. He could not be here tonight, so Miss Delahousie is going to take his place. So in that event, our team members were, and overall, they placed 2nd overall as a team. Lucas Carter, he also placed 2nd place over individually as well. So Lucas, are you here? I don't see him. Okay. Gabriel Guidry, come on up, babe. And if you'll just go stand up right there for me, babe. Congratulations. All right. Go stand up front for me, go. Emmeline Enderbrink, she also placed 3rd individually. Yep, come on up here, sister. I guess my 2nd graders are a little shy. Y'all just come on up here when I call your name, babe. All right. And Cody Prospery, he also individually placed in 3rd in music memory. And that is our music memory team. Let's see. Okay, guys, y'all go sit with your parents for
Good
me.
job, guys.
Good job, guys. We are super proud of you, and way to go placing 2nd as a team. Okay. Our next 2 events were coached by Miss Beverly Delahousie. It is going to be spelling and math. So when I call your name, you just come up to the front. And overall, if y'all don't know anything about Miss Delahousie, y'all, she fights for first for her team place for spelling. And so we took first again for our team event. So Miss Delahousie is going to maintain her 1st place status with her team. Micah Guzman. And then Kaiser Harvard, and he placed 1st overall as an individual in this competition. Jude Stevenson, he placed 3rd individually as well. Is Jude here? Okay. Mason Bartholomew, and he placed 4th individually overall. I didn't see Mason though. All right, guys, show your awards. This is our second grade spelling team. Go with them. Big smiles, guys.
Good job, guys.
Where am I? Way to go, guys. Okay. The other event that Ms. Delahousie coached was our UIL math. And overall, they placed second overall as a team this year. So out of all the teams, they placed second. And we had Kaiser Harvard on this team, and he also placed second individually. Let's see. Landon Reese Ivy, and he placed fifth overall individually. I didn't see him either. Oh, there I do. He was hiding in the back. Landon. Scarlett Petty. And she placed second overall. And Micah Guzman. And that is our second grade math team.
Good job.
Good job, guys. We're so proud of you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Our other two events that were in competition, Miss Chrissy Cunningham, one of our other second grade teachers, was the UIL coach for. So the first one is going to be storytelling, our storytelling team. Zane Ashworth, and he placed sixth overall individually. And this is an individual event. They cannot team in this event. Bailey Rowe. Channing Arkeen. And Ashton Frazee. Is Ashton here?
Good catch.
All right, go up there. Go get your picture. This is our second grade storytelling team. I'm so proud of each and every one of them. They worked very hard. Okay, our last team that competed this year for UIL is going to be our oral reading team. Emma Landry. Annalie Jacobs, and she placed second overall, which was very hard. They had a lot of competition in that. Kane Spuentes. Where's Kane? Oh. And Ella Meyer. And this is our second grade oral reading team. And as I said, we are very proud of them. One more round of applause for all of our second graders in their first year of competition.
Next, we have BCI oral writing UIL students.
Ooh, we get them next year. Yes. All right. All right. Good evening for your support, school board and parents and staff. We had a great turnout as well for UIL events this school year. And we actually had so many participants that we have split our awards into 2 board meetings. So we'll do half tonight and half in April. So we're very excited about that. So first of all, I want to introduce my UIL coordinator. This is Katie Pivito. She's the AP at BCI. So thank you, Katie. And our children competed against 11 other school campuses. So there's a lot of children involved in this. So we're very proud of even them participating at all. just getting out there and putting yourself out there is hard to do as a kid. So we're very, very proud. So here we go. These are our oral and writing events. For third grade oral reading, the sponsor was Miss Gedderts. I don't think she was able to make it tonight. So Miss Pewitt will hand them out. We have Layla Campbell, Logan Payshar, Audrey Davidson, and Gabby Ayers. Come on up. We got one of them. Good job. That's standing up there reading in front of people. That's scary sometimes. Next one is ready writing. They were given a prompt and they had to just go for it. So very creative kids here. This is third grade ready writing. Phoebe Foster, Sophie Menard, who placed 5th place, and Zoe Gonzalez. Come on up. Yes. And our third grade storytelling team, these kiddos listened to a story and had to tell it back. Interesting. This group is Emily Lund, Harper Rhodes, and Raylan Barnes, and their sponsor was Miss Barnes. I'm sorry, and I missed Miss Blakeney. She was ready writing sponsor. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. Miss Barnes, no ma'am. I need to get to you. Come back up with your bill. Sorry. All right, this is 4th grade oral reading, and this sponsor was Miss Kale. Okay, and these kiddos, again, they had to present a piece of prose or poetry to everyone. And we had Addison Landry, who placed 1st place, Paisley Dixon, Avery Rader, who placed 3rd place, and Cambry Albritton. This is 4th grade ready writing, and their sponsor was Miss Sterling. We have Faith Raspberry, who placed 2nd place, Sophie Jones, McKenna Morton, and Grayson Gutierrez. Any of them? Guess not. Okay. We'll honor them at school tomorrow. It's fine. And 5th grade oral reading, their sponsor was Miss Lee. Come on up. Thank you. In this group, we have Ellie Corey, Lila Lee, Macy Sterling, and Josie Scales. And our last group here is 5th grade ready writing, and their sponsor was Miss Christina Scales. These ladies and gentlemen are Ava Swansea, who got 1st place, Addison Jones, Nash Chambliss, and Ariel Handley, who placed 4th place. Good job. And if you don't mind, I'm going to pull back up my 3rd grade so I can get Miss Blakeney. I'm so sorry. Brandy Blakeney, get up. You deserve it. Come on, girl. It's my sponsor here. That's going to be my 3rd grade ready writers. Y'all come get a picture with Miss Blakeney. Thank you, Miss Dr. Menina. One more picture, ladies. There we go. All right, again, we are very, very proud of all of our BCI kids. Thank you. Thanks for y'all's support.
Yeah, you can. Or you can stay.
Come on, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
See, coach.
I'm telling you. Should have seen the little league when the boy was playing ball. You could hear her everywhere.
We'll let them clear out.
Oh, yeah.
So sweet.
She is.
She is. Hey, we went to go see Susan.
We did need to go see.
We
Susan.
did.
Oh,
Nana
you
and I
did? Oh, how is she?
Oh, unbelievable.
Feeling okay?
Yeah, I mean, she went in. She couldn't do a test. Best attitude. But Keith called me. He called us that night.
I need to go by there.
We'll go, I'll get you, and we'll go bring her.
Whether you go into executive.
I don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
There's some we've held, you know, so I mean, there's nobody in there.
Probably talk about it.
I haven't stopped working.
Moving right along, we'll begin with agenda item number 4, consent action items. I'll give you a few minutes to look those over, then seek a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the consent action.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor, raise your right hand. Agenda item number 5 is Bridge City ISD Educational Foundation.
Good evening. Thank you for allowing me to be here. It's good to see y'all again. As you know, I'm Patty Collins, and I am the current chair of the Bridge City ISD Education Foundation. I wish I had better news to report, but the IRS still has not granted our 501c3. I think we all need to go to work for the IRS because they need some help. But right now, they're up to June applications, and ours was filed in August, so we're getting closer. That's the good news. We had planned a clay shoot for April, but unfortunately, due to some circumstances beyond our control that have to do with ammunition, we have postponed our clay shoot, which would have been our first big fundraiser. So right now, what we are doing is a 100 from 100 campaign. So we are seeking 100 people to donate $100. And so that will be our kickstart for the foundation. So that's what we're doing. Our board members are all running around with these little cards. And Mark is now all trying to get y'all to listen to him because he has his own set of cards. But anyway, so if you see a foundation board member and you'd like to donate $100, you will be, we have received approval for a plaque to be hung here. Oh, look, Gina's back there waving her cards too. Sorry, I forgot. Gina had cards too. We have received approval for a plaque with the 100 names to be hung here in our administration office and building. And so we're very excited about that. We will also recognize these 100 what we're going to call Cardinal Centurions. And so that's what they'll be called. And so we'll recognize them in other areas, including football program, possibly some sort of plaque out either at the football stadium or in between the baseball softball complex. So we're going to have some recognition for these people who donate this $100 and become part of our Cardinal Centurions and help the foundation get their feet on the ground. But so we are also looking to plan a golf tournament in the fall. So that's the update. I'll answer any questions if you have any. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Agenda item number 6 under finance. We have some information items.
Bridge City ISD has received a donation of $500 from Debbie Birch. This donation was made to the district for the purchase of library books for each campus. And
Then we have
this is a
some
board,
action items.
yes. This is Bridge City High School has received $2,130 donation from Bridge Point Fellowship for one-act play costumes. Thank you, Bridge Point.
I'll seek a motion that we approve. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say, raise your right hand. Opposed? And we need to select the annual auditor.
In accordance with policy CFC, the Board of Trustees is required to have the district's fiscal accounts audited annually at the district's expense by a Texas certified or public accountant holding a permit from the State Board of Public Accountancy. Obtain the services of Ms. Carrie Machuca, CPA, to perform the annual audit for the year ending August 31, 2022, and any other audit requirements as deemed by the Texas Education Agency.
Take a motion that we approve Carrie Machuca as our auditor.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Any opposed? Thank you. Do we have an annual review of investment policy?
Yes, pursuant to policy CDA legal, the Bridge City Independent School District Board of Trustees is required to annually review the district investment policy, CDA local. A copy of both the legal and local policies are attached in your packet for your convenience. During the 2020 fiscal year, the district invested its fund in Text Pool and Lone Star Investment Pool. The total amount of interest earned for the fiscal year 2021 was $8,771.91. There are no changes or additions to local policy as compared to last year. It's recommended that there be no policy revisions at this time.
Last, there's a TASB Risk Management Fund. We need to.
An amended interlocal participation agreement, or IPA, was adopted by the Board of Trustees for the TASB Risk Management Fund on November 12th, 2021, and effective May 1st, 2022. The new IPA replaces the current IPA and must be authorized and approved by BCISD Board of Trustees to ensure continued coverage in the fund programs. The fund's IPA was last updated in 2012. A letter of explanation, a frequently asked questions document, and the amended interlocal participation agreement have been attached for your review.
I'll seek a motion that we approve the TASB Risk Management Fund. Motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Under agenda item number 7 is policies. We have some information items.
Policy.
79, I think.
Okay, so the following local policies affected by the 2022 to 2027 DOI plan renewal are being presented to you as a first reading. So again, this will be just information only. It'll be in your packet for next time. AF local, BDF local, BQA local, BQB local, DBA local, DEAA local, DK local, DMA local, DNA local, and EB local. These local policies have been revised with assistance from TASB Policy Services in accordance with the district's innovation plan and are attached for your review. The local policies will be approved at a subsequent board meeting.
We have a Region 5 Board of Directors election, but it's unopposed.
The district received a letter from Region 5 ESC dated March 3rd, 2022, stating that the following places on the Region 5 ESC Board of Trustees, Board of Directors were unopposed and therefore no election will be held. Position 1, Mr. Donald Foster, Hardin County. Position 4, Mr. Keith Elliott, Jefferson County. Position 7, Mr. Robert Matting, Jasper County. At the regular scheduled meeting on February 24th, 2022, the following candidates, or the aforementioned candidates, were certified as elected without a formal election. Their oath of office will take place June 22nd of 22.
Agenda item number 8 is District Facilities Operations Update by Joseph Reese.
Really great.
Good news.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 9 is HR Personnel Report, District Safety and Health Update by Dr. Gina Menino. Assistant.
All right, you'll notice I handed it to you on the pink side first. That's the non-professional side. We didn't hire any non-professionals between the last two board meetings, but we've had a retirement announced, and then you see we've had some resignations from some non-professional folks. They've already announced they're going to resign in May. One is changing professions and is leaving a little bit before May, so you can see that. On the back, though, is our professional hire list, and I wanted to spend some time to introduce a couple of folks that are here. I'm sure you already know, but Mr. Clifford Hargrave is our chief of police, and this is his first board meeting, but he's been on duty since the week before spring break, so we're really excited to have Cliff join our team as chief of police.
Doing an awesome job.
And as you know, I typically don't say names that are on this list, but because I wanted to introduce some new staff, that's why I went ahead and said the name. You'll notice there's also a typo on the second name on the list. I apologize for that. But we also hired a police officer. I did not invite him to come here, but I'm going to go ahead and say his name because many of you know him, Timothy Talbot. He's a Bridge City graduate and was a part of the Bridge City Police Department for years. Went on to work at Lamar State College in Orange and did a variety of things, and we're happy to have him join our team as well. And then the next little section, you'll see a list of folks that have already indicated that they are going to resign, and you'll see those effective dates on the far right-hand side. Then the next section, you'll see some retirements, which we already know. Again, I'm going to say some names that I don't normally do, but we also know that Mrs. Melanie Toops has announced her retirement. And so it's important for us to, celebrate her long career with us, and we'll do that at a later date. But I also wanted to make sure that you knew that the district has chosen the next Bridge City Elementary principal, which is Dr. Catherine French. Catherine, would you please stand? Catherine's been with the district for multiple years in several different roles and has done a fine job in each of the tasks that's been given to her. So I know she'll do a fine job as the principal. Then you'll see another retirement that will be announced at convocation and later. We have a couple of transfers that I wanted to make sure we noticed and noted at this meeting. You know that we had a intermediate principal resign earlier in the year, and we're filling that position for next year with Miss Mandy Hoffman. She'll go back to the to the intermediate as intermediate principal. And then because of that move, that opens up the middle school to need a new leader. And so we stole from the high school, or the district stole from the high school, and Mr. Grady Wellborn will be our middle school principal. So our four administrators are now at the back of the room. We have Mr. Woolley is going to be staying at the high school. So I want to make sure he knows that at this point we have no no plans to make him something. And so that'll be our campus administrative team for next year. So we're pretty excited about those opportunities for those folks. Any questions about our HR report real quick? Things are hopping. Later in the meeting, you will have the opportunity to look at our teacher contract recommendations, and that happens in March. That'll happen later on in the agenda. In terms of safety, I'm pretty excited that we have a full police force at this point. We have 3 officers now, and Mr. Chief Hargrave was a little busy over the spring break, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and spring break, over spring break this past week. And he took care of some business for us in terms of a little break-in that happened with some of our construction worker. The construction workers did not break in. Some of their stuff was played with. And tomorrow we're preparing for weather. And our administrative staff has already made some really good decisions about things they're going to do with kiddos. Our elementary has determined that our kiddos that would normally go out to the portable buildings will not be out in those portable buildings with those high winds and threat of tornadoes. They're going to make arrangements for those kids' services to be doubled up or cafeteria, library, those sorts of things. So be a little inconvenient. Quarantined and 0 staff members.
You want these back?
Just
Pass
pass.
them down here. Gary's is over here. Agenda item number 10 is the superintendent's report.
Okay, you've got my report in front of you. You see the current enrollment, BCE 843, BCI 673, middle school 723, high school 840, for a total district enrollment 3,079. Our ADA is creeping up 93.31. We'd like to get another percentage and a half at least. So we're really that after spring break. Now we're hoping we can really work hard getting our kids to school and avoid another outbreak. Or we're very, like I said, very hopeful that we can at about 95%. That'd be a good goal. Higher would be nicer, but that's probably a realistic goal right now. Construction bid documents for the elementary addition. As you talk about portables, the elementary addition bid docs are 100% complete. And so they are going to bid, and the bids 22nd at 2 p.m. So we are rocking and rolling on the elementary addition, and we'll be ready after the 22nd. That's when we'll do our bid selection process. And then after that, we'll be ready to begin this summer. Remember this, we're going to try to take care of all the interior renovations, and then because they're pretty minor, so they can be done over a summer. And then when the school year starts, we'll start that next school year. We'll tie that in and be complete. So the idea, the hope, and what the timeline is about June or July we'll be finished. Camino said we are starting. Currently, we have a 10 o'clock start at the elementary and intermediate and a 10:30 start at the middle and high school. The last on today showed that everything, that the worst of our stuff should be east of us at 9 o'clock in the morning. So if that holds true, but I've got here in a little bit. And then after that, I'll monitor more tonight. We'll work with Joseph and his team and principals, and we'll see what the morning looks like. But right now, 10 o'clock is 10 and 10:30 are our start times, with buses beginning to roll at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then you see the upcoming activities and events. Wednesday, April 13th, the board lunch tour at BCE. Friday, April 15th, and Monday, April 18th, Easter holiday. Monday, April 25th is our next board meeting at 6 o'clock. And then, of course, early voting starts Monday, April 25th, and that'll go until Tuesday, May 3rd for the bond proposals. And Saturday, May 7th is election day. And that's all my report. I do have personnel for recommendation for hire. I don't think that we need to go into executive session. I think I can pass these out. We can look through them and go from there. I trust the team that I've looked through everything, and I trust the team that has gotten it to this point. So that way our principal that they'll be getting all the people that they think. Like in the past, what I'll do is just kind of go page by page. I'm not going to go name by name, but the first page is curriculum and instruction. Those were the two transfers we talked about a minute ago. Page is more curriculum and instruction, and then it just goes by campus. Beginning on the third page, third and fourth page is the high school. Fifth and seventh and eighth is BCI, and 9 and 10 is BCE. If you have any questions on any of those folks, I'm more than happy to answer those. We do have some professional contracts that we will hold until the April board meeting, but those are all the contracts that a decision has been made on up to this point. Close. It's all but 5.
Had a minute to look those over. I will seek a motion that the board approve the 2022-2023 curriculum and instruction professional as presented. The motion is second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. That's okay. Second item is, I'll seek a motion to approve the 2022-2023 Special Ed Department for Professional Contracts as presented.
So move.
Motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. And I will seek a motion to approve the 2022-2023 Bridge City High School professional contracts as presented. We have a motion. Is there any further discussion?
Yes.
Yes. Can abstain.
For all of them. I guess, so I have to
Yes. I think we'll be okay. Okay, all those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, and we have one abstain. Take a motion that we approve the 2022-2023 Bridge City Middle School professional contracts as presented. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? I seek a motion that we approve the 2022-2023 Bridge City Intermediate Professional Contracts as presented. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? And then lastly, I will seek a motion to approve the 2022-2023 Bridge City Elementary Professional Contracts as presented. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, raise your right. Opposed? Thank you. And we will obviously not go into closed session. We will not have to reconvene.
Second.
We have a motion, and a second to adjourn. I argue that. We stand in adjournment. Thank you. Back to her.
Thank you.